going to see cucumber pickles, of course, but you're going to quickly come to pickled beets. In other words, if you go through 5 or 6 or 7 kinds of pickles, one of them is going to be a pickled beet, and meaning that these are pickled, meaning that they're they're in a brine, right? They're flavored with pickles with some kind of flavorings, all kinds of flavorings, but they're always pickled, meaning made in a brine, meaning with a mixture of salt and water makes a brine, right? Or vinegar, salt, and water. Right? And now here's a nice jar of traditional pickles that a fellow gave to me, and it's got peppers, red and green peppers and pickles, and you can see his spices there, and that's a nice. I've got 2 different renditions here of shucky beans. Okay, this is a shucky bean, which is a dried green bean. Okay, both of these. Well, let's see here. This one here is really kind of the maturity that I would think would be appropriate. The maturity of the bean. These are a little bit young. You don't see any of the seeds here. You don't see any seeds over here. Okay, the white seed is from the inside of the bean. In other words, the beans are picked and they're strung. Well, there's 2 kinds of stringing here. First of all, the string of if it's a string bean, the string is removed, and then it's strung on with a needle and a thread and hung up. Okay, so the strings are removed from the bean, and then the bean is dried. To dry the bean, it can't just be put, in a bag. It's got to be strung up. It's got to be hung up somehow. It's got to be put on a screen, or it's got to be strung and hung up. And so how these were done, I don't know, but these were strung. These probably were strung. Let's look at a couple more. Now, a nut that I became familiar with after I came to the mountains and I found them growing around eastern Kentucky are black walnuts. And black walnuts is a really special, highly flavored, it's nothing like an English walnut. Coming from the West, I grew up with English walnuts. These are black walnuts, and we use them in cakes and cookies, right? Cakes and cookies. Black walnuts are sold, this is a Food City packaging from our market. And honey, people in the mountains keep hives. Okay, my street alone, there's 2 people that keep hives. There's just honey collectors all over the mountains, and this has been going on forever. Back in the old days, people would go to the bee tree and cut it down and get their honey. But people keep beehives and collect honey. It's a wonderful. Then there's for each season, different flavors, right? Different depending on the source. So these are out there right now. I can guarantee you. I mean, if you're a beekeeper, you are happy as can be right now because you're getting honey, and so that's going on. A couple other real special mountain ingredients that I want to mention before I leave ingredients, and that would be ramps, dryland fish, fiddleheads, buttermilk, cushaw, and sassafras. A few other ingredients.